We've had dangerous tornadoes. You can see the video of the one right here. We've got 26 active warnings. The EF2 tornado or more is going to be a possibility over the next several hours. Building after building and storm after storm race through, and you can see what the destruction looked like.
Yet another string of severe deadly tornadoes hitting America's heartland.
Severe weather is causing thunderstorms and tornadoes to hit around the United States, and we're hearing that more is coming on the way. And just actually Thursday of last week, we had a tornado hit in North Houston. My family and I lost power to our home, and we were out for several days. And so if you're somebody that's in the path of these, please prepare now. Take precautions for you and your family to stay safe. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the latest where these are taking place, where they're heading towards, so that way you know exactly what's going on. And also additional resources linked in the description below. I've got the newsletter, so that way if you lose track of communications, you can still get email updates. Also, what to do if your power goes out and it's out for several days, a free guide and other resources as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you the latest video footage, but before we dive in, do me a quick favor, hit the like button if you appreciate the updates, share this out to those that need to hear it, and also to stay connected on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. But with that being said, let's take a look at the video footage, and again, please take precaution, and our prayers and thoughts go out to those that have been impacted by the severe weather.
Severe storms creating hazardous conditions across the U.S. In Iowa, deadly tornadoes, thunderstorms, and heavy rain causing flooding in several counties. Much of the state is under a tornado watch. The intense weather prompting early dismissals for schools and businesses, closing up shop in order for people to get to safety. Further south in Texas, recovery efforts are underway in and around Houston after deadly storms hit the area, killing at least 7. FEMA leaders arrived Tuesday to help those in need.
As I was going around today and what I see when I travel across the country, and which gives me so much hope and inspiration, is how the communities come out and how our neighbors continue to help neighbors.
Hurricane-force winds in Cypress, Texas, reduced buildings to rubble and knocked down power lines, affecting electricity for thousands of Texans already dealing with near triple-digit temperatures.
We don't have any power, no hot water. It's been really crazy. Mother Nature definitely did its thing out here.
It seems like each year progressively get worse.
But aid is on the way.
The state of Texas continues to provide commodities such as ice, water, meals ready to eat to those who are in need.
The Houston mayor asking people to use common sense and still stay off the roads to allow for emergency crews to help speed up cleanup efforts.
We're going to get through this. We're strong and we're united.
More storms are expected in Texas later this week as the heat and humidity ramp up.
We are in the middle of a Fox weather alert right now, in the middle of a multi-day severe weather outbreak as a dangerous line of thunderstorms are now rolling right through Wisconsin and dragging down through the Midwest and areas by northern Arkansas too. We've had dangerous tornadoes. You can see the video of the one right here earlier this evening. They've been leaving a trail of destruction as well. This was a scene also on the ground in Greenfield, Iowa. Building after building and storm after storm raced through, and you can see what the destruction looked like. That is almost complete. I mean, some of these houses absolutely obliterated. You can see it from our drone video right here. Greenfield, Iowa, that's south and west of Des Moines, Iowa, right there in western Iowa itself. That was earlier this afternoon. Unfortunately, yeah, we lost one life over this one. I'm Bob Van Dillon, everybody. It's 10 o'clock Eastern Time p.m. Let me show you what it looks like across the board, because D1 activity, we've got it, and it's still going on from earlier this afternoon. We've got our parent storm system wrapping up out of, looks like Minnesota into northern Wisconsin, but it's throwing a nice cold front out towards the east. Areas outside of Milwaukee, all the red boxes right here, tornado-warned boxes. Look at the yellow ones right there as well. Severe thunderstorm-warned boxes. We've got 26 active warnings. We've got storm threats. We've had 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The EF2 tornado or more is going to be a possibility over the next several hours. Same with a 3-inch size hail or more. This is going to be an area of concern for sure. So the radar picture, it's been active, and it's been active for the last 24 to 25 hours all across somewhere in the United States. We're still following the severe weather as it rolls by. Even if you're not on a tornado warning, the yellow boxes right there, severe thunderstorm warnings, some of these are producing winds of 80 miles per hour. So this is going to be a huge spot to watch over the next 2 hours. This entire region under a tornado watch as well. Some major cities are in there, so let's get right to it.
ShipStation takes the hassle out of shipping.
It increased our efficiency incredibly. ShipStation.
All right, here's the look right now. You can see where we're watching right here. That is in Wisconsin, and this is Beloit. And you can see the winds are whipping right there on the flag itself. American flag taking a beating. You can see the rain coming in. We kind of froze a shot right there, but that is a region right now where we've got tornado watches in effect. It has been hot. It's been humid across Wisconsin. Temperatures into the upper 80s, dew points into the 60s, which is, you know, not atypical for May, but it is on the warm side and the humid side for sure. So let's just lay it out for you. We've got all these thunderstorm and tornado watches. The tornado watches are out here, right here, all the areas that are shaded in red. And you see the individual timing right now. The brand new one that we just had pop up for northern sections of Arkansas, that is going until 3 a.m. Central Time. So we've got plenty of time to watch these storms as we will continue to roll over through the east over the rest of the night. Let me show you the radar picture right now because most of the action, at least the most dangerous stuff, has been in Wisconsin, rolling out from Iowa and north of Illinois. So you can see all the boxes that are right here. These are the storms that we're watching that are just outside of Lake Michigan. That's south of Green Bay. That's a Green Bay radar picture picking it up. I mean, when was the last time we had the Green Bay radar picture on for tornado warnings? It's been a while, right? So here's the way it goes right now. You can see right by Greenbush, this little spot. We're watching just to the east of 41. That is a definite notch. When you look at the radar picture, the velocity, that's the radar picture. And when you see a lot of heavy rain and then hardly any rain at all, that is a weak echo region, meaning that's probably an updraft. Updrafts don't support rain to fall and hit the ground or hail either, so that's why you don't see a lot of returns with the radar. But what we are watching right here is a possibility of some circulating thunderstorms. Some of these could be producing maybe a quick tornado that hits the ground and pops right back up. These are the tornado warned areas. That's just south of Calvary. You can see by Forest as well. It's radar indicated. If it was actually spotted either on radar or by a spotter itself, it would be a purple flashing box, but that's not happening right now. But that's Sheboygan. Is Sheboygan underneath that tornado warned storm? It looks like they're just right there. It looks like it goes, yeah, right out there towards Sheboygan. So you're going right on the shores of Lake Michigan at this point. So remember, this started out there by Nebraska, rolled all the way through Iowa. Now the leading edge has made its way to almost Lake Michigan. I mean, these are quick-moving storms. There's no question about it. Then you look at this area right there of concern where you see the greens next to red, especially around that squall line right there. This could be a concerned area for the possibility of a tornado right here. That is just outside of, looks like Lomira. So you're getting up there north of West Bend. And if this holds together, it's going to be over Lake Michigan. But before that happens, look at some of these towns that are going to be involved with it. Forest, Greenbush, Plymouth, Herman, Sheboygan at 9:36 p.m. local time. Obviously, it's a very populated area right here by the lake shore, and that's going to be rolling over very quickly within the next half hour to hour or so. So that's what we're watching. That is the one region of concern. The tornado warning is that flashing red box. There's another one there. Up to the north a bit farther, south of Rhinelander. Looks like we've got a brand new tornado warned storm also, and this is going to be following that squall line itself. So these are not supercells up here by this stretch. It does appear that they're going to be the quasi line-looking things. If you look, it looks like a little bit of a snake right here. If you start seeing them bow out a little bit more, that's when you have the inflow notches, the QLCS type tornado. But man, it's still showing some good rotation right there. And it's tough to pick up on the radar itself. When you look at I mean, you do have winds that are very strong. There's no question about it. But as for rotation, yeah, there's a little notch right there. You see that one, Sam? Yeah, that's a spot that we're looking right here. That's a possibility. So where are we? We are west of Markton. Okay, can you put a line up there for me right there, Sam? We'll see where this one's going, because that one looks like it definitely does have a circulation. It's very close to the ground. That is near Doty. You can see by just east of Antego. Maple Valley, you might get clipped by that. Stevenson is going to be in your direction also. Everything rolling over to the east pretty quickly at this point. We're going to put a tracker on it because it's moving to the northeast at roughly 60 miles per hour. I mean, it's highway speeds at this point. You can see some of these towns that are out there. Crivets by about 9:42 p.m. your time. So these are going to be rolling very quickly. You don't have a lot of time to prepare, and this will be all north of Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is Green Bay. This is Sturgeon Bay right there across the middle part, and you can see everything is rolling out towards that area. So most of the energy is going to be found up in Wisconsin, but get down to the south a bit farther. We do have more action that's coming through by St. Louis. Remember, we had this one line that went across St. Louis itself. That was about an hour ago. Now you got one severe thunderstorm warning that's lining itself up and taking aim at St. Louis again. 60-mile-per-hour winds with this guy. This is a Lion. This is north of I-44 towards St. Louis. And again, we're watching for some major league winds out of this as a possibility. If it does hold together, it'll reach St. Louis within the next hour to hour and 15 minutes or so. Then you get down to the south, and these are the guys that we've been following as well. We just talked to the National Weather Service out of Little Rock. They expect these thunderstorms to continue. These are supercells, and they do not look good. Sam, you looking at this right there? Okay, here we go. See, this is the velocity. You see this green? That is going in this direction. You see that bright shade of purple. Can you put a number on there? We'll see what the speed is on this. They're right next to each other. It's a tight circulation. That is where, if there's going to be a tornado that's actually running across the ground, you're talking in between Springfield and Republican in northern parts of Arkansas. Velocity right there, about 67. That's on one side. You go on the other side. You got the shear on the other side going probably about 40 to 50 or so. That is definitely one area of concern. It looks very good on this velocity radar picture. I hate to even look. Here it is. Yeah, we do have circulation.
Friends there at Fox Weather, Bob Van Dillen, doing a great job kind of guiding us through yet another string of severe, deadly tornadoes hitting America's heartland. We've brought you this throughout the last, month? Tornadoes in parts of Oklahoma, in parts of Nebraska, in parts of Missouri, now coming to Idaho as well. Let's take a look at some of the damage of this tornado that we're getting in right now. And so the town of Greenfield, the population of about 2,000. It's 55 miles southwest of Des Moines. You can see there the twister carving a bleak landscape of destroyed homes and businesses, shredded trees, smashed cars, and widely strewn debris there. Take a look at that. Looks like a business there completely destroyed in some of this footage that we're getting from the scene.